The exchange rate of the rand has actually worked in favor of South African exporters, and it could have a beneficial effect on agriculture in particular, because it's always good for growth. It's one of the reasons why the UK economy was the fastest growing G7 country last year, was the fact that their currency took a knock. The point is, however, that the rand is still undervalued. So if the so-called West wing in the ANC gets the upper hand and we follow more sensible policies than that proposed by the so-called East wing, the rand could strengthen considerably. And that could happen almost overnight, depending on what happens in the political domain. But for the time being, it's still marginally undervalued, and our exporters must enjoy it while they can.
Okay.
The reaction of the markets to the credit downgrade was quite muted, and I think S&P jumped the gun a little bit, because to argue that in the space of a couple of days South Africa's fundamental economic indicators have changed so dramatically that you need to downgrade a country's debt is just ludicrous as far as I'm concerned. It was clearly a political motivation, which I firmly believe, and many people agree with me, is tied to the nuclear power deal, because we cannot afford that. And I think that lies behind the decision to downgrade us. If we sign this nuclear power deal, if we are going to commit to this year, then South Africa is probably bankrupt. And then we will get downgraded further, and then we've really got serious problems as far as I'm concerned.